The Opposite Field Outlook is back. Opening day is tomorrow. The offseason's no more. Injuries are happening, and we're giving our picks for awards. Welcome back to the Opposite Field Outlook. I'm Jack. We have Andrew and Neil, as usual. Neil, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't be doing better. I'm happy with my baseball team, Dodgers. Happy with my fantasy team. It's looking good. Life's looking good.
How are you doing, Andrew?
My 2022 defending champion fantasy baseball team is looking great. Excited for the new season, and yeah, things are going to be great. I expect the Dodgers to win the World Series. Put it on record. Yeah.
Dude, don't say that.
Not again.
Don't say that. That's a bad idea.
I said it, so.
Not again.
That's
We're
another
screwed now.
legendary Dave Roberts
Cursed.
moment. I am doing great. I'm going to be driving tomorrow, so I'm going to be listening to opening day instead of watching, I think, probably.
Rip.
But I think listening to baseball on the radio is equally as enriching as watching it. Like, I don't know, baseball announcers do a really good job. And I'm pretty happy with my fantasy team overall. I kind of don't have a lot of starting pitching, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Even my really bad pitchers are, like, fine, so I'm hoping it goes through. I have the best infield. My rookie of the year pick is in my infield, so I'm hoping that one comes true.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's get talking.
Okay.
Let's get talking.
Yes, sir.
We want to cover injuries first. I think that was what we said. So let's cover injuries first. I think the most important injury news is Rhys Hoskins. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
Tough
break
for
for
Phillies. Phillies might be worse than I expect them to be, just because of their situation that they have. I don't know. There's a chance that if they make the playoffs, that Rhys Hoskins is back for the playoffs. Like Kyle Schwarber did the exact same thing. He tore his ACL in spring training, and he came back for the playoffs that year. So it's like super unlikely, but it's possible, I guess. Any other like significant injury news?
Did we talk about Edwin Diaz?
I
I don't think we did last time.
I don't.
We
has that
should
happened
have.
yet?
Actually,
No.
We did. I
we
think the
talked
World
about before the World
Did we not?
Baseball Classic, yeah.
Oh, it was before.
Yeah,
Well,
Edwin
then.
Diaz tore his patellar tendon,
Lil
so
Mets.
he's out for the season. That's a Mets moment.
Classic Mets, yep.
That's
Classic
sad
Mets.
for him, honestly. Got to feel for him.
I do
after
feel
the season
for
he
him.
just had. Like, I thought he
Yeah.
was gonna like regress, but I didn't know he was not gonna pitch at all.
No, he's just going to fall off the face of the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, quite literally though.
Mm-hmm.
Not even gonna appear. That's a rough one. Poor guy, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what they needed. They needed the guy.
Yeah, that was their equivalent of winning the World Series. They beat the Dominican Republic, which
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen very often. So
No.
the fact they did that,
No one
and then the
saw it
star
coming.
closer, Mr. Trumpets guy, he gets injured for something really stupid. Should we cancel the World Baseball Classic now? That's what everyone.
No.
That's what all these old cats are arguing.
All the people who are arguing that are idiots, bro. Like, the World Baseball
Yeah.
Classic is so fun. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't get rid of it, man.
There's
It's just
a-
too fun.
it was definitely an argument though.
It's a freak injury. I mean, it happened to Gavin Lux, and he was in spring training, man.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes things just go wrong, you know,
Yeah.
Like, when you're running to third base or jumping up and down.
or yeah.
I don't know. These injuries happen even off the field. Like Chris Sale on his way to the work, and he just takes a
Max
blunder,
Scherzer
on his
in the
bike.
door.
So it happens.
Fell off a cliff.
Indoor.
I mean, there's some
It
other
happens.
injury news. Some
Jose
other like
Altuve.
good injury. Well, Jose Altuve. That is not good injury news. That's not what. Yeah, Jose Altuve is out for a little while. He broke his
All-time
finger.
Astros hater.
Yep.
I am
Yeah.
This is true. I am an all-time Astros hater, but not to that level.
This
Liam
podcast
Hendricks.
hates the Astros.
Liam Hendricks is not getting placed on 60-day IL, which means that he could be coming back soon.
That's
great.
good for him.
Great.
There's another player that's not placed on 60-day IL, and that's Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies. So
Ooh.
that shows that someone is optimistic of his return time. Don't know what that means,
He's feeling healthy.
but we'll see. I'm hopeful that he'll come back because he's a huge bench guy in my fantasy right now. All of the Yankees starting pitching is gone.
Yeah.
It just
Have
evaporated
you,
to thin air.
Have you seen like the 2 months ago projected starting rotation and then the like now projected starting rotation? Fifth place literally got like a question mark in it.
Absurd. I mean, Carlos Rodon, he shouldn't be out too long. You think?
Not crazy long.
Severino.
Still out though.
He'll start on
That guy's
IL,
always injured.
but yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's facts. That's depressing.
No other
That was kind
significant
of
injuries.
the highlight, I think, of them.
Yeah.
Was that rotation they just gathered, and then now it's like freaking Nature Valley bar crumbling in front of them.
There's a bunch of other injury news, but it's all like so and so has a moderate strain of their oblique, and they'll be back in 5 days.
Oh,
and it's like, we don't 5 days, not really significant. That's the injury update. Moving on to call-ups, Anthony Volpe is called up for the New York Yankees. He's in line to be one of the all-time greats. I don't remember the stat, but someone posted a list of Yankees to start at Anthony Volpe's age or younger on opening day, and it was like 4 all-time greats, like these names that everybody, the common household names that everybody knows. So I don't know. Do the Yankees know something that we don't? Probably not.
Yeah, watch him
They
be
barely
like
called him up.
Tatis, and he's just like addicted to something, and then he like gets hurt or
Gets
something.
ringworm.
Yeah, I guess ringworm. Gets
Uh,
tetanus.
what are some other fun
Yeah,
call-ups?
honestly.
Jordan Walker.
Jordan
called up.
Walker's
Jordan
Cardinals.
Walker, he deserved that.
Yeah.
Really
That was a
did.
well-deserved call-up. They needed it over there. But that's going to be exciting over there, man. Cardinals. And then less exciting one was Outman. But I think it's more exciting because
I'm so hyped
he's-
for Outman. That guy's
he
gonna be
deserves it,
so
man.
good.
he's up there with not quite the elites of like Volpe and all that, but like I think he's gonna pop off.
At the end of the year, he's gonna be there. That's my
Mhm.
prediction. I think
Helps a little bit.
I can honestly see him going on a 2017 Cody Bellinger run, like literally.
Yeah, I
Those
could
two
see him
players are really
winning
similar.
Rookie of the year. It would take a
Interesting.
lot, but I could see it happening
Yeah.
because he's
I mean,
just
crazier
so
things have
offensively
happened.
good.
hmm
Cody
Another-
surprised us.
Interesting call up is Gunnar Henderson. I mean, he's been in the majors before, but like this is he's debuted, but he hasn't had a full season, so this is technically his rookie season coming up, and I don't know. He's
Yeah.
really promising for the Orioles. Like, I don't know. He's the number 1 overall prospect as of right now. In 15 days, he won't be because he'll be on the
Yeah.
major league
Resets.
roster, but for now he is. And for my Halos, Logan O'Hoppe is projected to be our only catcher because Max Stassi is going on IL. So
Tough.
we have one catcher, and it's Logan O'Hoppe, the minor leaguer. Also, my fantasy catcher. So I'm banking on a lot of these new guys to really carry me. What other fun call-ups were there? Like,
I think that's it for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some other ones that are a little weaker in terms of excitement.
what do you guys think of those videos where the manager invites the player into their office and they're like, we've been watching you all spring. We're not really sure what to make of this. Like, we know that you've been putting in a lot of effort, and we've been looking, and we've just, I don't know what we're seeing. So, congratulations, you'll be starting with the Major League team tomorrow.
Absolutely
Is
just
that
baits the
cruel?
player.
Is that cruel? An unusual punishment.
Yes.
No.
This is fine.
I think it's entertaining. I think it's like funny to see them like, like shit their pants in front of the coach.
Yeah, they're not even.
Like, shit, I didn't do it.
Most of the time, they're like baseball players who've been in the minor leagues forever, so they're just like, damn, okay, whatever. Like, another year in the
I guess
minors.
I'll need another year.
And
Another year in
being
the minors.
said down.
And then they say,
Yeah.
congratulations, welcome to the major leagues, and then they start crying like a little kid who fell down and scraped their knee. Wah!
Yeah.
I only watched the Volpe's, I think. But
Yeah.
it was
I
fun.
mean, yeah, it's exciting. It's fun. I like to see them get trolled, and then like,
Thanks,
it's something
Boone.
small, but it's fun. Yeah, thanks, Boone. What a guy.
Next up, let's talk our awards. Let's give out our awards.
Let's do it.
So
Let's go.
let's do MVP first. MVP is the big one. So, who is your American League MVP pick for this season?
Go, Andrew.
My 2023 American League MVP. Here's one. I think Aaron Judge. I think it repeats. I think Aaron Judge. He's
The
gonna
voters
prove
hate
all the
doing
haters
that.
wrong. Who says, "Oh, he got lucky last year"? No, he's actually gonna have not as good
70
with the
home runs.
Yeah, he's
Andrew.
gonna break Bond's record. He's not gonna be as good as last year, but he's still gonna have a Triple Crown season.
The voters
he's
don't
gonna
care,
do really well.
Andrew. He won it last season.
voters
he cannot
hate
win
repeating.
it. He cannot win
They're
it.
like
this season.
MLB. They're like MLB The Show
He's
covers.
gonna win.
Like they can't repeat. It's just a heresy.
I think he's gonna win. That's my prediction.
I don't think so.
He's gonna have to have a really good season. So we'll
He
see.
will. Watch.
He'll have to break the all-time home run record. Like,
Yeah, imagine he
Yeah,
does that
I
and
think
they
if he
don't
does
give it to him.
it's voter fatigue.
They're like,
Breaks the
sorry, we
all-time
can't
home run
repeat.
record.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know about that.
This was Shohei Ohtani's year this time. We'll just
He
give
did this
it
last
back
year.
and forth.
Yeah.
Neil, who's your pick for American League MVP?
So this one's really boring, but it's hard to see anyone else win it. So I got Shohei Ohtani
So did I.
Um,
Yeah.
coming in there. It's the boring pick. I put runner-ups.
Vanilla.
for everything. I think if it's not Shohei, it's Mike Trout. That's my backup pick.
Halo's MVP campaign.
Yeah, I think the fatigue wore off. He's won too many in the past, but then he kind of went away. So the excitement of Mike Trout winning again will
I thought
invigorate
about-
the voters.
I really thought about putting Mike Trout on my American League MVP section because I don't know. I'm hoping that this will the World Baseball Classic will awaken something in him and he'll play.
Mhm.
And if he has a calf strain, he'll just say, "Damn it, we need to make the postseason. I'm playing through my calf strain," and then get more injured. Well, or not get more injured.
To damage himself.
Yeah, I don't know. Shohei Ohtani, if he keeps doing what he's doing for 6 more years, he's going to go down as the greatest of all time. So,
Yeah.
hard not to argue for Shohei Ohtani.
Once he signs with the Rockies, though, that's where his career dips, right? Or he just becomes an all-time great.
He'll
in Colorado
become
Rocky.
an all-time great in Colorado. He'll lead them to their
Oh my
first
God.
World Series. Wait, the first
Can't
World
wait for
Series?
it.
Yeah,
Well, first World Series win, I
yeah.
think.
Ever. In
They made
franchise
it.
history.
they made it once,
Yeah.
but Andrew,
That was
what
something.
do you have as your National League MVP?
National League MVP. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I got Juan Soto winning it this year. I
Interesting.
think Juan. Yeah, he had a little down year. Playing with the Nats one half and then going to the Padres. I think just
had to
traveling
adjust.
from one area to another is it's a lot. Different time zone, different atmosphere. You're playing for a terrible team to start the year, and then you play for a contender who, in my opinion, they got a little lucky in the playoffs against the Dodgers. But that's a story for another time for sure. But yeah, Juan Soto. People kind of sleep on this guy. He does it all. He hits, and he
doesn't
defense
do it
is
all.
enough.
He doesn't pitch.
He doesn't do it all.
He doesn't
You're right,
pitch.
Yeah.
He does most of it.
Yeah, he does some of it.
Juan Soto leads the betting odds for National
Yeah.
League MVP.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he's number one as of now.
I think he's gonna do really well for the Padres. Yeah, that's my pick, Juan Soto.
I think so too. I looked him up last season, while he was having his little rough stretch in San Diego to see why, and all of his underlying stats were the same. Like, he had the same average exit velo. It was still elite. So I think if he isn't as unlucky, he'll go back to usual Juan Soto. Neil, what's your NL MVP pick?
I think this is bound to happen one of these years. This might be too early, but I think Trey Turner is going to sneak in and take the MVP because I think he's just going to put up offensive numbers that are insane. And maybe with the bigger bases, even like with the stolen bases, will support his argument because, Juan Soto can't steal as many bags as Trey Turner. I think Trey Turner will appear as the more 5-tool player and the bat will explode and he's going to win it. That's my pick. I think he can do it.
I respect that pick.
I could see that, honestly.
That's a solid pick. My pick for NL MVP
is boring.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Wow. I don't really hear that one too often, but
no way.
I could see it.
I think he has insane wild card potential.
Yeah.
He was elite.
Yeah.
He was ranked number 1 center fielder in Major League Baseball over Mike Trout for a little while, and then he had his little knee thing that ruined an entire season, and then he came back and he just wasn't quite the same. But they say that you really need 2 years to recover from an ACL. It just doesn't feel right for that first 18 months or whatever. So, I don't know. I can see him going back to being a top 1 center fielder, and historically being a top 1 center fielder is a pretty good case to be an MVP. He has everything that you need except really the defense. His defense isn't great, but defensive metrics aren't really a part of MVP voting. No one cares.
Nope.
So
never.
You need 15 outfield assists to win the MVP.
you need at least 10 outs above average.
Yeah, get that.
That'll work.
So, I don't know. He has that stolen base potential. He's got the speed factor. He's got the power. He can hit for contact. His on base last season was 351, and his career on base is 370, which is pretty solid. I don't know. I'd put him at MVP potential, even if he's a little bit of a dark horse. I think he's 3rd overall in NL MVP odds on the betting websites.
That's one of the hotter takes, but it's not. It's kind of not arguable because it's not. You can be that makes no sense.
Yeah, I think it's a valid.
It would take a lot to
get there. Less likely. Do you have any dark horse MVP candidates that you want to throw out there right now?
Dark horse.
What do you think?
I got nothing in terms of dark horse.
I
candidates.
think dark horse candidate for NL MVP. Crazy pick, but it'd be Max Scherzer if he has a really low crazy ERA and has an amazing year. When Kershaw won it.
That.
That's my dark horse. Because I don't think any offensive player could beat people like the obvious Trey Turner, Juan Soto. Yeah, I think it's got to be this crazy.
I don't know if pitchers can win it anymore. It's kind of turned into
it's hard
duality.
Besides Ohtani,
where it's pitchers win the Cy Young and hitters win the MVP. Unless you're Shohei Ohtani, but Shohei Ohtani is not bound by any categories. He is the unicorn. So,
I could see Machado winning it.
Yeah, I guess.
He performed like that last year,
I think that's a reasonable take, though, honestly.
Nah, just kidding. I got Charlie Blackmon.
That is a dark horse.
He's my dark horse.
Tatis
I got a dark
horse.
I'd have
Tatis.
He's in the same boat as Ronald, I guess.
I got a dark horse American League pick. I could see Kyle Tucker winning it. I don't know.
That's a good dark horse.
Definitely, he could definitely go on this little run.
For the AL, I'd pick Jordan. He just pops off and has the best offensive year of his life.
That's a good one.
If I had to pick someone, it'd be him. I think he could do it.
Yeah,
I think it could
happen.
Dude, that offense in the playoffs last year was a machine.
Oh,
the top of the Astros order would come up, no matter who they were playing. Pena would get a hit, and then Jordan would hit a 2-run home run with Pena on base. And it's like, God damn, like, what? There's no way that this is a good play. There's no way that this happens every single time these guys are up. But it did, and then they won the World Series, unfortunately.
Dodgers had no clue what they were giving up back then.
Yep.
Insane mistake.
And same with O'Neal Cruz, dude. Just let that guy go for nothing.
I mean, he hasn't done anything yet, so...
Hey, I think this is the year O'Neal Cruz surprises people. I think he's going to be something. You see how hard he throws the ball. You see he's just a machine. He's a big dude. He's like 6'6". Like 6'6", I think like 280. That guy's massive. Yeah, I think this is the year some of the Pirates prospects kind of show up. And by some, I mean one, O'Neal Cruz. Yeah.
While this is true, historically, the taller you are, the more injury prone you are. And also, it's true. This is
real. Don't go back into this.
Neil and I argued about that for so long.
Yeah, I do remember you guys arguing about that forever.
Yep. I'm never saying those words in the same sentence ever again.
I learned my lesson. Or we did.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And he's still a prospect. He hasn't played that many MLB games, so we'll see. I don't know if being the tallest shortstop ever is like a good thing or a bad thing. You know?
Setting records.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bad thing.
It's typically a bad thing, but it's not for sure.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker, but I think it gives him like a little negative whatever. Let's talk Cy Young. National League. National League first.
All right. You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, spice us up.
Here we go. Starting off, I got Corbin Burns winning the NL Cy Young. I think Corbin Burns, I like his stuff. Milwaukee Brewers, their ownership kind of pissed them off a little bit. They're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to extend you or whatever. This is it. I think that kind of fuels him. He's a little angry. I want to get paid. All these other stupid pitchers are getting paid. Corbin Burns, he goes on a tear. He already won the Cy Young before. I could see it happening again.
Bro, the Brewers organization is ridiculous for that one. Their arbitration case basically said, this guy is the reason we didn't make the playoffs. And then the arbitration guy said, oh, sounds good to me, and so he didn't get paid.
Yep.
And that's ridiculous because the best player on their roster by far was Corbin Burns. Like, if there was a reason they made it to the playoffs, it would be him. And it was close too. It's ridiculous to me that they would pull out that argument to try to make to the arbiters to get him to.
Yeah, I mean,
facts.
I think you could argue if they didn't make their trades, they could have made it. You know, like it might even be on them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The Brewers are clowns for that one, even though they still have the best rotation in all of baseball. Maybe. I'd say yeah.
Best one too.
Best one too for sure. I don't know. They're clowns for that one. The Brewers organization is a little less, I don't know what the word is, than I initially thought. I don't know. I feel like Corbin Burns does not get the wins needed to get the Cy Young.
It's got a what's it called? It's got a Sandy Alcantara issue.
Wins
in there for you.
Yeah. And I don't think Corbin Burns is going to pull out anything super remarkable. Like, Alcantara pitched 9 complete games and had, 456 innings. This is an exaggeration. He didn't have 400 innings.
Yeah.
But, he had way more innings than anyone else by far. And so people were going, holy shit, look at how many innings that guy has. I don't know if Corbin Burns will have anything that makes him, pop above the rest. And I think he'll be lacking in the wins column because he plays for the Brewers. And I think that will hurt his Cy Young case. That's why I don't have him. Neil, who's your pick?
This is mildly dark horse, I think. But I got a Rhys going the distance and winning his Cy Young, his first Cy Young.
I could see
the year he's gonna get paid. You know, kind of Corbin Burns thing, where it's like the year he's gonna get paid, he goes off and wins the Cy Young.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the stuff to do it.
He does have the stuff to do it. Watching that guy pitch is pretty fun.
I think he's been there every year. There's just been someone who's just had a more exciting season than him every year. You know,
that's true. So, yeah, I don't think that's a dark horse pick. For the most part, like it's not as likely as some of the other outcomes, but I don't think it's crazy. My National League Cy Young pick, get this, Spencer Strider.
Wow.
No, I see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense actually in my eyes.
I feel like this is a good pick.
Yeah.
The only thing that you can see that's like negative about him is on his Baseball Savant page is his walk percentage. His base on balls percentile. He's 40th percentile in base on balls, which means that he walks more guys than the average pitcher, but everything else is significantly above average. His fastball velocity is 97th percentile. Expected slugging. This, I looked it up because I was a little confused. When pitchers have a 96th percentile expected slugging, that means that their expected slugging is low. It's like instead of it being high.
Yeah,
so,
like it's good for them.
Yeah. He's 96th percentile in expected slugging, 97th in expected batting average, 96th in expected ERA or xWOBA. So, and 95th percentile whiff percentage. So he's got the stuff. The stuff is there. Really what he just needs to do is show up to a lot of games. Pitch a lot of games, throw a lot of innings. I don't know. I feel like this isn't a super controversial take.
He played really well last year. Here's the thing, though. I just don't, we've seen Braves pitchers, not only Braves pitchers, but just like he's so young. Pitchers start out kind of strong, and then after that, some of them kind of tip down. I don't know. He's definitely gonna have a good season. I just don't really see him winning the Cy Young. In the future, though, I could definitely see it happening. I don't know about this year, though.
Understandable for sure.
It'd be really fun if a second-year guy won a Cy Young. That
would be crazy.
And just speak about the Braves' development like that. That's insane.
I mean, his FIP last year, which is the 3 true outcomes metric, was 1.83, which is ridiculous. Fire. Like that says that if his fielders were perfect, and I guess it says it measured on the 3 true outcomes, his ERA would be 1.8. I actually have not seen a FIP this low in like current players that I've checked up on randomly, so that's cool. He got second place in Rookie of the Year voting last year, I guess.
And he was on my fantasy team.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
mean,
cool.
it was for sure either going to be someone on the Braves getting it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's my NL Cy Young pick. Andrew, let's have the AL.
AL Cy Young pick. I got Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is gonna win it. I think great pitcher, all around pitcher.
Yep.
You could argue the modern day Nolan Ryan. Who's
I don't
always
think
injured.
you can argue
No, I'm kidding.
I think that's a non-existent argument.
Yeah. Anyways, Jacob deGrom, great pitcher, all-time pitcher. Here's the thing, though. He always gets hurt. And he goes to the Rangers, who I don't really know about their injury status, but that's historically a place where pitchers do well. They've had some good pitchers in the past, like Nolan Ryan. Anyways, I think Jacob deGrom, he stays healthy, defies all the odds on a new team, pitches really well, and he wins a Cy Young, like he should have won with the Mets.
Yeah, it kind of seems like the injury thing is a Mets thing. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
It seems like it's a Mets thing. Last year, I think every rotation guy had some time where they spent it on the IL after some pitching-related injury. Like, obviously, Max Scherzer got his hand bit, but he had already been out because of his oblique strain. And his recovery time for the dog bite was shorter than the time it took him to come back from the oblique thing. Like, in a quote, he said it's a non-story. I don't know why everybody's talking about it. So, I don't know. It seems like it's a Mets thing. Chris Bassett got injured. Obviously, deGrom had the thing. Noah Syndergaard got way injured forever, and then he came and he pitched a full season in Anaheim and Philly. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Their physical training staff is like, I don't even know, some 5-year-olds and like some scissors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they're not there to take care of the players. Maybe they're just falling apart like toothpicks. I could definitely see it, man. He's won some in the past. Like it's not impossible. Stay healthy and you're the best ever.
Yep.
If he stays healthy, he wins the Cy Young.
Honestly.
Oh yeah, not even a question. Anyone who doesn't pick him is just banking on him being hurt.
I think. Yeah, I think so. Neil, who's your pick?
Cy Young for AL. I have Shohei. Also, not a fun pick, but I think like in my head I'm like, okay, MVP, and then didn't win it last year. I'm like, what's he missing? He's missing the Cy Young, you know. So like he got the hitting stats. Let's get the pitching stats. And like I actually called it. I'm pretty sure before the 2022 season when I was saying I think he hit his hitting ceiling. All he has to do is he's going to improve on pitching. And that's literally what he did last year. His pitching was outstanding, way better than 2021. And I think he's going to come and put the same kind of numbers up with that pitching staff. You know, that Angels have kind of put together. And I just think he's going to be better this year in every single way. And he's going to prove it. But it's going to be challenging, though. There's a lot of options on that league.
So you're predicting Mike Trout to win the MVP and Shohei to win Cy Young, all that to miss the playoffs, right?
All that to miss the playoffs, baby.
Yeah.
Only in Anaheim. Only in Anaheim.
That's literally what will happen.
I spent 15 minutes before this episode trying to pick my AL Cy Young winner, and I couldn't do it. I have 2 of them. I don't think that they're going to win Cy Young because that's ridiculous. But one of them's going to win it. I have Jacob deGrom and Shohei Ohtani. So we have a consensus pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shohei Ohtani is elite. Shohei Ohtani might just become the best pitcher in MLB. Like, he gets better every single year he's playing. And I don't know. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
He's top 5 last year.
He's just too good, man. I got him MVP and Cy Young this year. He's just too good.
If Artie Moreno signs him to a contract in Anaheim, it will ruin our franchise for the rest of time because he'll cost so much money. But I won't even be that mad because I'll get to watch Shohei Ohtani play baseball for the rest of his contract, however long it is. It's ridiculous. That guy is insane. He turned up the heat. He threw like 102 to Mike Trout in the World Baseball Classic. In spring training, my guy was throwing 102 miles an hour in a closing roll.
Yeah, that was insane.
It was
crazy.
There's no one like him in the bigs right now, so he can pull anything out of his little magical Halos hat. Just Cy Young award. That's my Cy Young pick. Let's move on to Manager of the Year. Just kidding, I don't have a Manager of the Year.
Screw Manager.
I don't have Manager of the Year.
Useless pick.
I did
I'm gonna be Manager
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I did that
category that I prepared. Who's your National League Rookie of the Year, Andrew?
I didn't actually get ready for that.
Okay, Neil, who's your National League Rookie of the Year?
I think this isn't that sneaky, but I got Kodai Senga coming in and being the Rookie of the Year. I think I think in the NL there's not crazy competition. I mean, unless Jordan Walker can stretches his spring training stats over all games, then I think it's pretty much Kodai Senga because I think he's gonna go off, and I think he's gonna pitch a marvelous year. I know he doesn't get that many innings in typically, but I know the Mets aren't good at helping that.
Yeah,
but I think he can get it in. I think he can have an amazing year.
Yeah, pitchers for the Mets always scare me when I try to quantify them. I don't know. They're hard to predict because of the whole injury thing, and I don't know the way that the Mets have been working the past couple of years. Like there were years where Jacob deGrom was like 25th in wins overall, even though he had the lowest ERA by far, lowest earned runs period, highest innings. Like Jacob deGrom was doing everything he could in New York to win, and he still was like 25th in wins. So I don't know.
Yep.
The Mets are kind of confusing. I don't really know what to think of them.
As a franchise, it's a little wacky over there.
Yeah, it is definitely a little wacky. I kind of like Miguel Vargas as a Rookie of the Year pick. I do.
He was my runner-up.
He is
as my dark horse.
my guy was supposed to get like I don't know, very few games with the Dodgers, and then now he's playing every game because Gavin Lux is dead.
Mm-hmm.
May God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Second time. Yeah.
Miguel Vargas
the
is
first.
gonna be on the Dodgers. I don't think I need to like put forth any argument other than Miguel Vargas is going to be a rookie for the Dodgers. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Number one farm system in baseball.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that far long ago that we had a rookie come up and win it. So
Back to back.
it's not impossible.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, that did happen.
We almost had it 3 years
Insane.
in a row, right? Like Will
Almost.
Smith, right?
Yeah. He got
That'd
stolen.
be great. Yeah, snubbed.
Andrew, do you have a pick you'd like to make? Or
Andrew,
is-
did you
Yeah, I
You guys
do.
figure it out?
Here we go.
It's gonna be some
Drum
stupid
roll,
like Trevor
please. No,
Bauer.
I'm kidding. Yeah, Trevor Bauer. For the NPB. whatever
NPB
team
Rookie of the Year,
Drum-
Trevor
yeah.
Bauer.
NPB Rookie of the Year. It's like 35. My Rookie of the Year. Okay, he's on a team that's going to surprise a lot of people this year. I think this team's going to take a lot of leaps. I think he's going to be leading the charge on the hitting side of things. I think Corbin Carroll, he's going to win the NL Rookie of the Year.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I like what he's doing. He reminds me a lot of like a young Trey Turner. He hits the ball really well. He's you've seen like the video of him like stealing bases. He's insanely fast. Yeah, I like what he's doing. And he plays an outfield, which historically outfielders they hit well. So, and I think hitting does a long way for Rookie of the Year. So, my pick is Corbin Carroll.
Yep.
Yeah. In 115 plate appearances last year, he had a 260 batting average, 330 on base, 500 slugging, which was an 830 OPS, which is 133 OPS plus. So, I don't know.
It's good.
He's got the potential for sure. I don't hate that pick
Mhm.
at all. Let's move to the American League. Neil.
This is a safe pick. I got my boy Gunnar Henderson. I think he's gonna come up. He's projected to be the best, and I think he's projected to be the Rookie of the Year by a lot of people. So it's no surprise that I got him here. He's got so much potential. He's been growing in the farm. Finally, time to come up. Orioles are kind of trying to like win. Obviously, not with free agency, but they're trying to win some games, and I think he's gonna lead that cause with. I mean, we saw what Adley did, and Gunner's supposed to be up there with him. So
If not better.
it's going to be insane to see Gunner up there. Exactly. So we'll see, but I think he can pull it off. He's going to be insane. I think he's going to be the Rookie of the Year.
I have Gunnar Henderson too. Gunnar Henderson is my third baseman in fantasy, so I felt extra inclined to pick him. He contributes to my greatest fantasy baseball infield of all time. I think I'm confident in saying that. I think that's I don't think there's any errors there. I think it's entirely factual and not opinion based. I don't know. He's gonna rake.
Facts.
Orioles are gonna be good. He's gonna rake. That's my analysis.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to do?
I'll go with mine right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You guys
Spit it.
almost forgot about me.
Well, you
I got
forgot
Tristan
about us by
Casas.
not
I'll
making
say you.
one.
Don't worry.
You have who?
Yeah.
Tristan
Tristan
Casas.
Casas. Yeah. I think Gunnar
Okay.
Henderson, he's gonna have a good season. Red Sox, I don't know, just something about them. Like they're a weird team. I could really see Tristan Casas just coming out of nowhere and performing well. He had a little major league experience last year, and I think that's just gonna help a little bit. And yeah, he's in a good spot. I think he's going to be starting. I don't know if he's starting initially, but he made the opening day roster. So,
Yeah, he'll be
yeah,
at some
good
games.
vibes for Casas. I think Tristan Casas wins it.
It could
And
happen.
he is
Definitely could
he is on my fantasy team, so that's also why.
Yeah, I saw that.
In
Well,
57 at-bats in the Grapefruit League, he had a 1.013 OPS. So, is this a sign? Definitely not. Doesn't mean anything because it's the Grapefruit League. But, yeah, he has potential. Oh, speaking of spring training, ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of Orange County are your Cactus League champions.
The locker room celebrating the meaningless games.
It's
When is the
all
parade?
I have.
When's the parade, Jack?
We should have a Cactus League championship parade. That would be epic.
We did it, guys. Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
We won games.
Do you remember
We won because everyone else put their minor leaguers in.
Do you remember last year the Mariners made the playoffs and like the city of Seattle wanted to hold a parade because they made the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They ended a drought.
Crazy.
God, I can't wait for Orange County to do the same thing when the Angels break their playoff
There are
drought.
no Angels fans in Orange County. It's all Dodgers fans.
Yeah.
I'll go. It's gonna be like in my backyard. I'll go check it out.
Oh yeah, you live.
If the Angels win the World Series, I can easily go to the parade.
Yeah, you live like
You could probably
2
walk,
blocks
right?
away.
Yeah, I'll walk with the team. I'll grab the trophy and celebrate with them.
I'm gonna start saving my dimes up so I can go to the next year's Angels Cactus League parade, so I can fly in from Kansas and make that parade.
Can't wait, Jack.
That concludes our awards, I think, unless there's something I missed.
They're all irrelevant after that. Gold Glove sucks.
Gold Glove sucks. 'Cause
Nolan
it's
Arenado.
impossible to predict, and
Nolan
it's not even
Arenado.
accurate position. And yeah, Nolan Arenado,
Juan
third
Soto wins
base.
the Gold Glove.
Boom, easy. Jazz Chisholm Jr. center field, Good Glove, easy.
Fernando Tatis. Of
Chaz
course.
Chisholm. It makes me laugh.
Chaz
I don't know
Chisholm.
why. It's
Chisholm.
just funny to me.
Chaz
I'm
Chisholm.
just immature like
Chaz
that.
Chisholm.
Okay. You want to do What's the move? What's your thing, Neil? Like standings, or do you want to look at like a playoff bracket that you made, or what?
Oh, no, we don't have to look at anything. Have your guys' playoff predictions changed at all, or you still got pretty much everything the same?
Let me see.
I think it's still the same.
Still got the World Series matchup being the same?
Mets over Jays in 5. The Mets
Okay.
is the home
Okay.
team overall, so I guess
Damn.
technically the Jays would be the home team when the Mets win it. But
Got it. And then Andrew Sam?
I got Dodgers over Yankees in 6. I think I'm actually gonna flip flop the Twins with the White Sox. I had the Twins in 3, White Sox in 2. I'm gonna flip flop those, and I like my Braves
Okay.
over Mets pick even more now since Diaz is out and
Mhm.
the Mets historically they get injured.
bro, what
So,
were
yeah.
you thinking when you picked the White Sox over the Twins? Like, where's
I don't
the
know. I thought there was like a good aura. I guess not.
It's the White Sox, the Tony
Yeah.
La
I thought there
Russa
was a
aura,
good
Didn't really
aura.
surprise me.
the ghost
They got a
of
new-
Tony La Russa
That
trying
aura,
to
man.
bless the White Sox.
Who knows? Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing. One thing that did change for me, ever since Edwin Diaz went down, I now have the Braves winning the division, and I have the Mets. I have a Mets Padres rematch.
In the wild card.
What's the timeline
Yeah.
on patellar tendon again? Like, will Edwin Diaz be back?
No.
I think it's 9 months, which is
That's-
pretty much when
It's
it's
the end of
tough.
the year.
Like pretty much it's
December.
over. Like the end of the year. Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's what I heard.
He's gonna miss all of the playoffs
yeah.
too. That's
Just-
Mhm. Oh,
Pitch
something that-
pitch on a crutch.
huh?
pitch with one
Pitch
leg.
on a
What?
crutch, yeah. Pitch with one
That's
leg.
absurd.
Pitch in a wheelchair. We saw George H.W. Bush do it. We can do it
Pitch
too.
with your feet.
Yeah, literally.
Someone did that.
Kick it.
didn't they?
Kick the
Cool
ball.
thing I added. Cool thing I added was that the Padres beat the Braves, in the NLDS, which would make a Dodgers Padres NLCS, and I hope that happens. I hope it gets there.
God, dude.
Want to
I
see
hope the
that?
Padres miss the playoffs. I don't want to play them again in the playoffs.
Padres
Well,
are winning
that's
the
what I
division.
hope. But this is my realistic one.
That could happen, honestly. I could see it.
Padres winning the division, yeah, but this is the realistic one, so I
Yeah.
got the Dodgers winning it.
Could happen.
Per this article from, I don't know, I'll find the source in a minute. If Edwin Diaz follows the full 8-month time frame, as mentioned by Mets GM Billy Epler, he'll miss the entire season. Epler also said that, in some cases, the injury can take a little bit less time. The optimistic end is somewhere around 6 months. If that timeline holds, Diaz could make his return to the field sometime in mid to late September.
So he'd make the playoffs.
He could make
At
the
best.
playoffs. He could make
If
the
they
playoffs.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, if some magic pixie dust is poured on his leg, he might make the playoffs.
I think, yeah, the Mets are making the playoffs. It's just a matter of will Edwin Diaz still be on his deathbed in the hospital by then.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, nothing changed, but yeah, I think we solidify our picks. We got our award picks and we got our playoff picks, and I think that it's on record now. Nothing changes.
It's on record.
If it loses too bad, so sad. Yep, it's all on record.
Astros are still winning the American League, and I have the Padres still winning the National League.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Came too early.
It can happen.
That's
it can
cute,
happen.
Jack.
It can happen.
It can, but it won't.
I don't know.
James Outman is on a mission.
Dodgers aren't known for being clutch, so.
No, we're known for winning the division, and that's it.
True.
The 90s Braves.
That's all we have. Yep.
Kansas City
Okay.
Chiefs, except we have 2 Super Bowls, so I guess we win our division and we win the Super Bowl, so that's cool.
Yeah, you're the best of both worlds.
Must be a bad time to be a Raiders fan. Anyway, this
Just end it.
Good way to end
Just
it.
end it.
Is there anything else you guys want to bring up, talk about, discuss?
No, I think we're
No.
Only thing I
Dodgers
have to
will
say
win
is I
everything.
hate the pitch clock as much as I do when we thought about it in preseason.
Yeah, it hasn't
When
really
we thought
changed.
about it in preseason, I'm like, this sounds awful. I'm gonna hate it, and then it got implemented, and I'm like, man, this is awful. I hate it. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm getting used to it though, because I'm like, oh well. So I'm still enjoying the games,
Yeah.
I'm still making the most out of it.
I think
Gotta
I'm
pretend
gonna
it's not there.
fully appreciate it once I actually go to a live game. I think that'll be.
Yeah,
like,
and you're not like this
on-
for like
on-
1
yeah,
minute between
you
every
have a
pitch.
giant clock.
They installed
on your
a
phone,
huge
scrolling through
clock
Instagram
in
between
the batter's
pitches.
eye in Angel Stadium.
literally.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
big.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course, you were there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Gavin sent me a picture, and he's like, pitch clock in Angel Stadium, and I'm like, bro, that's so ugly.
Yeah, it's not nice. But
Doesn't the show 23 debut like
I
yesterday
think so.
or some?
Yeah. Like a couple
yeah,
days
it was
ago.
yesterday. I think it was the 28th.
Kind of
Yeah.
Yep.
interested.
We got to get on it.
I want to cop, but
I'm gonna cop once I get back.
it's like $60, so I'm gonna have
60
to pass.
bones. Do it.
I'm gonna have to pass for now.
You two should game share on Xbox.
I got MLB
Paid
The Show
$30
22
each.
for $5. It was on sale for $5, and I bought it.
I got it for free somehow, but
Yeah,
I had to wait till like 2 months ago, so I don't want to wait that long.
Damn.
they
Yeah,
the Mets announced that they were gonna upgrade their scoreboard, and then they like put out renderings of it. So MLB The Show modeled their scoreboard off of the renderings, and then it's not even close to what they
No.
built. In MLB The Show, the scoreboard takes up the entire center field pavilion. It's like ridiculously big.
We gotta watch some movies on that thing, bro.
No,
Thing's
for real.
huge.
Yeah, let
What
me
the
play
Mets
Mario
think
Kart
in
right now.
those- That's absurd.
God, it's like they stole the like Times Square like big jumbotron on one of the buildings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just slap that on there.
Oh god.
Who do you guys have as the worst team in baseball next season?
You want to
I
do
think
leagues or just
overall.
worst?
Outright.
Come back to me. I gotta think.
Okay. Neil?
Long and hard.
I think it's between. If I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with the Tigers.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
other
I
teams
think
are
the
in
Tigers.
contention?
Other teams in contention are the Royals or the Nationals.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
those
sure
guys-
that's the only other options in my mind.
Those are
Because
my bottom
they
three, too.
like they just cook up some minor leaguers that are somehow gonna like progress a little bit, and then they're gonna like get an extra 67, 8, 9 wins, you know.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be another team that's worse than that. So
I got I'm gonna go top 3. So number 3, I think the Rockies are gonna suck. Number 2,
I forgot about them, yeah.
I got the A's. The A's are gonna be terrible again. Number 1, Nats. The Nats are gonna suck ass. The Nats, yeah.
can't argue with that.
Nothing else to be said there. I think like their entire, I don't know if their entire lineup is all minor leaguers, but a lot of them are, and they still have Steven Strasburg. So
I
Sadly,
kind of
that's why,
forgot that the Colorado Rockies are in a division with the Padres and the Dodgers and the now good Diamondbacks. So I don't know. I guess they could be the worst. I have the Royals at the worst with 50 wins.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling very negative about the Royals.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You're just hating.
I hate the Royals.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just upset at that point.
I am upset about the Royals. But
who hurt you?
Bro, they literally said, okay, we won the World Series, we're going to rebuild. See you in 5 years. And then 5 years came and went, and they're like, shit, we got nothing. Fire everybody, try again. Like, it's over. Royals are screwed. The Royals are not going to be good for 7 to 10 more years, I don't think. Like, I don't
And then that one,
Yeah.
they're going to have to reset after
And
that.
then they're gonna be like, wait, we did it wrong.
Keeps going.
They're rebuilding right now. They didn't even have anything. They don't have anything right now. So they're rebuilding from the ground up. They're just building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're getting.
I mean, at least you got a ring, though.
Yeah, in 2015.
Yeah.
That was hype. That's one of my favorite baseball moments.
Who'd they beat again?
The New York Mets.
The Mets.
The
That's
Mets.
right.
It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets.
Bull Mets.
Rip Bozo.
In 5, I think. Yeah, in 5
Yeah, it
games.
was pretty easy.
Easy World Series.
Daniel Murphy.
After getting crushed by the Giants.
Yeah.
Those guys are clowns. Anyway, thanks for listening in to another great episode. We're not listening in because we get zero views. So
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks me on my second account. I really appreciate the extra view and the extra average watch time.
Thanks.
We'll
Thanks for checking
we'll
how I
see
did.
you all later.